I saw at the celebration the light of Maitreya enveloping monk Taemyong Hyeu. I saw at the celebration the light flows from the dragon's eye of the Maitreya Buddha statue, and the light spreads out in a circle, illuminating world, warmly enveloping monk Taemyong Hyeu. I saw when the living Buddha Yonghwa Maitreya prayed. The bladder spread out from the dragon's eye and gently embraced monk Taemyong Hyeu. I saw Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha cherished his leader monk Taemyong Hyeu and sent a platter of blessings and enveloped monk Taemyong with that light and blessed him. I saw in the light containing the heart of Maitreya Buddha the deep love for monk Taemyong Hyeu spreads across heaven and earth. The light protects monk Taemyong Hyeu and guides the path with the warm heart of Maitreya, and like a light that illuminates the darkness of the world. Maitreya Buddha, he took care of monk Taemyong Hyeu. Everything you don't see with your eyes is a lie. What you don't confirm is not the truth. You have to see it with your eyes and touch it with your hands to live. If you call it answers, that's all. In this world, truth is something that can be confirmed. Only what is always alive and breathing is real. Don't believe in the dead. Shout out impermanence, awaken to what is nothing but a vain act. If you wanna believe in the Yonghwa Gong sang, always believe in what is always alive and breathing. The dead are impermanent and a vain act. Only what is alive in your heart. The dead are always lost Shout to survive an illusion. All that is dead is impermanent and vain. Remember the Yonghwa Maitreya, Buddha's construction. I saw from the face of the Messiah, Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha, a round light came out and purified the surroundings. In the sky, the round light grew bigger. And the black clouds disappeared. And I from that holy face, light came out. The round light covered the sky, pushed away the darkness, and illuminated the world. And I felt that light had enveloped me and with that light illuminated the world with that light, and with that a world that lives forever in light. In every path the great Buddha takes, clouds disappear and the blue sky the sun shines.
In a world without darkness, where stars shine day and night, bright light opens the way. Karma will disappear in the light. In the comfortable and warm light, a life without death begins. The world of Yonghwa is now here, blooming as if born. The moment we have waited for is here, a peaceful land of light, holding hands and walking. We walk the path of Yonghwa. Now a world without worries. Fear is a dream that has disappeared. This place filled with bright light, it is a resting place for all of us. In the comfortable and warm light, a life without death begins. The world of Yonghwa is now here, blooming as if born. Buddha came in the flesh, his light illuminates the whole world, guiding all living beings to the path of Buddhahood. We all walk together, sacred land of Mount Suri in Nanyang. Taemyong Hyeu's earnest request, the door of Yonghwa temple opens, and we approach the world of Yonghwa. There is only one door to the world of Yonghwa. When it closes, the path of reincarnation disappears. We open the path to Buddhahood together. We go on the path that shines forever. Following the path of Baiko, feeling the glory of Buddha. In a quiet mind we find true peace. Deep in the forest of Mount Suri, sacred energy flows. Prayers and sincerity gather. There is a door to the world of Yonghwa. There is only one door to the world of Yonghwa. When it closes, the path of reincarnation disappears. We open the path to Buddhahood together. We go on the path that shines forever. Forever. Butterfly flies in search of flowers, and bees stay in the scent. The world blossoms in the dance and is filled with the light of life. Every everything leads to the interdependent arising and harbors the breath of the Gong thought. They meet each other and bloom together to achieve the miracle of creation. Butterflies and bees are looking for flowers because they are alive, blooming under the power of the interdependent arising. The Gong thought is the eternal truth. The unceasing power of creation fills everything new. We are reborn in a new way by following the light. The sea, people, trees, everything is breathing in the Gong thought. Gong thought, Gong thought, Gong thought. The song that bloomed in the interdependent arising, the unstoppable flow of life. When you shake off the existing illusion and go beyond the illusion of transmigration, Gong thought is not empty. It is the power to create all things. Butterflies and bees are looking for flowers because they are alive, blooming under the power of the interdependent arising. The Gong thought is the eternal truth. The unceasing power of creation fills everything new. We are reborn in a new way by following the light. Gong is not empty. It's the source of creation. Everything that blossom in the interdependent arising helps each other to live like butterflies and bees. Looking for flowers, we fly into the truth. We blossom new world in the light of Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha. Butterflies and bees are looking for flowers because they are alive, blooming under the power of the interdependent arising. The Gong thought is the eternal truth. The unceasing power of creation fills everything new. We are reborn in a new way by following the light.
Dead persimmon trees do not bloom. Dead things do not bloom. When the wind blows, waves crash. When the wind stops, waves disappear. Waves disappear for a moment, but the sea does not disappear. What is emptiness? Like seawater, it never disappears. It always exists. What are wind and waves? Waves crash because the wind blows. Life is like waves, it disappears. Dead persimmon trees do not bloom. So what are we waiting for after we die? Deep in the night, in the still darkness, the light of Maitreya descends, splitting the sky. That light silently embraces everything. Even the shadows of suffering disappear. Those who open their eyes of the heart will know death is not the end, but a new beginning. In the eternal light, we become one, and the boundaries
forever. Those who follow the teachings of Maitreya will not fear the dark night, and death, which comes like the first light of the morning, will find only the bright path of truth. In the enlightened mind, suffering does not remain, and the pure soul will transcend all lives and reach the endless sea of peace. Deep in the night, in the still darkness, the light of Maitreya descends, splitting the sky. That light silently embraces everything. Even the shadows of suffering disappear. Those who open their eyes of the heart will know death is not the end, but a new beginning. In the eternal light, we become one, and the boundary between life and death will be blown away by the wind. A mind that has quietly received the precepts will flow gently like clear waves. In it, all fears will disappear, and the flower of peace will bloom forever. Those who follow the teachings of Maitreya will not fear the dark night, and death, which comes like the first light of the morning, will find only the bright path of truth. In the enlightened mind, suffering does not remain, and the pure soul will transcend all lives and reach the endless sea of peace. Listen, the master of the universe, the Maitreya Buddha came as light, the light that opened the world and illuminated the world of Yonghwa will never disappear. The Buddha is not Zen meditation or practice, just as gold is originally gold. The Maitreya Buddha is the enlightened law. That light illuminates us brightly. Keep in mind, you who have awakened, there is light in the truth of public thought. Before you come to Saha, that light will never disappear. The essence of enlightenment is soundless. No one can replace it. The Maitreya Buddha stands there watching over us and illuminating the path. Keep in mind, you who have awakened, there is light in the truth of public thought. Before you come to Saha, that light will never disappear. In the splendor of light, let us sing enlightenment together. That light will forever surround us. Maitreya Buddha will always be by my mother's 49th memorial service to the great Buddha Maitreya who came to the world of Saba. Suddenly, a flash of light filled the temple with light that split the sky. When I bowed 3 times, my deceased mother's figure appeared before my eyes, wearing a long golden dress that sparkled. She had transformed into a beautiful woman in her 20s. My mother smiled at me and had a golden belt around her head like Kitagarbha Bodhisattva. My mother bowed 3 times to the Buddha and said thank you, and a dragon entered the temple. My mother rode the dragon and told me, be healthy and left. My 83-year-old mother looked as young and beautiful as a woman in her 20s and rode the dragon, and I was overwhelmed with surprise. Among the believers who filled the temple, the dragon flew into the sky, circling 3 times, and I saw the scene clearly with my own eyes, with the power of the Buddha Maitreya who came to the Saha world. My mother passed away to the Yonghwa world. At the large temple I used to go to, we held a heavenly rite every day. But I had never seen a scene like this, the heavenly rite of the Buddha Maitreya who came to the Saha world was different in every way. I am so happy that I could send my mother to the Yonghwa world, to the Buddha Maitreya who came to the Saha. I sincerely thank you. Oh, living Buddha, Yonghwa, who came to the world of Saha as a light, dispel the darkness of the 5 skandhas and shine eternal light. Cross the river of suffering and lead us to the path of immortality. This world, which seems empty but is full, I call that unchanging truth, the thought of emptiness. In it all beings will be reborn and dwell in the light. unchanging truth. The Maitreya Buddha has come to the Saha world and received the precepts of that light. You will remain in the eternal Yonghwa world without dying. If you meet the eternal light, the unchanging truth, the Maitreya Buddha who has come to the Saha world and received the precepts of that light, you will remain in the eternal young world without dying.
Standing in front of the Buddha statue, praying and folding your hands, praying that good things will happen. Religion is ups and downs and people's hearts are controlled. It's called Hinayana Buddhism and many follow it. And what is Mahayana religion? It is the path of the awakened one, following the one truth, coming down to the world of Saha and living as a living Buddha, one who came to earth as the great Buddha of Yonghwa Maitreya. Oh, the path of the awakened one, only he leads. We walk our path following the Dharma of public thought. If we awaken our hearts in the subtle truth, the religion of the awakened one, that is the only thing that teaches us. People's faith grows stronger in miracles, but the truth is calm in the enlightenment hidden within it. We open our hearts and move forward, following the path of Buddha. Oh, his own truth illuminates our path.
Praying with our hands together and engraving our hearts we savor. Only the truth is found on the path of enlightenment, until it disappears and leaves along the path secretly. We all awaken and stay in the truth. Oh, the path of the awakened one, he alone leads. We walk our path along the Dharma of the public sphere. If we awaken our hearts in the subtle truth, the religion of the awakened one, that alone teaches us. Praying with our hands together and engraving our hearts we savor. Only the truth is found on the path of enlightenment, until it disappears and leaves along the path secretly. We all awaken and stay in the truth. Oh, the path of the awakened one, he alone leads. We walk our path along the Dharma of the public sphere. If we awaken our hearts in the subtle truth, the religion of the awakened one, that alone teaches us.
Lord of the universe, you embrace us with the light of great light. Maitreya Buddha, who opened the Yonghwa world, we find our way in that light. All living beings wandering in the darkness, days that disappeared without receiving light. But Buddha, you took pity on them and came to the Saha world embracing light. Taemyong Hyeu, listen, all the colors of the world are mere illusions, staying in a destiny of disappearance, but our souls breathe forever in emptiness. It is not empty, but it is filled with unchanging things. That is emptiness, that is true. Taemyong Hyeu realize the Buddha's idea of emptiness always shines brightly, unchanging, and always remains in its place. Those who receive the light of light will become living Buddhas while alive, and will attain Buddhahood after death, and will reach the eternal Yonghwa world like a persimmon tree that does not bloom. Those who do not receive the light of light will never bear fruit, so only in the light will we live and be eternal. Taemyong Hyeu, praise the light of the Buddha. Only those who become living Buddhas while alive can attain Buddhahood after death. Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha, we will all be reborn in that splendid light. In the world of Saba, the world of Yonghwa is where the living Buddha, Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha, preaches the law. It is Yonghwa temple that light guides us. If the door of Yonghwa temple closes, the path from the world of Saba to the world of Yonghwa is closed forever, and we lose our way. If the Maitreya Buddha leaves, all humans wonder. The path to the world of Yonghwa is closed. If the door of Yonghwa temple closes, the path from the world of Saba to the world of Yonghwa is closed forever, and we lose our way. Even if you have received the light of light from the living Buddha, Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha, even if you have received the precepts, it is difficult to open that door. If the door of Yonghwa temple closes, the path from the world of Saba to the world of Yonghwa is closed forever, and we lose our way. deepens, when the living beings who have lost light cry, the sky of Saba opens, the light of Yonghwa descends. It emits light from its mouth, and its voice becomes a sword, piercing the heavens and the earth, opening the path of truth. Word of life, life. The word is the way and the law, that voice shining like a sword, cutting through the darkness and moving forward. Yonghwa's Maitreya, God of mercy, wake up our souls. The power of the sword of wood, Hansi 4,000 cubits, was held in the hands of the mighty, even in the face of weapons and disaster. Not even fear remains. That sword is not destruction but salvation. That light is not death but life. Life springs from one word. The lost soul blooms again. Word of life, life. The word is the way and the law, the voice that shines like a sword, cutting through the darkness. Yonghwa Maitreya, Buddha of mercy, light of love. The vessel of emptiness, in the vessel of emptiness, everything is born and flows out. In its center light dwells, and that light is the mother of creation. Just as a dead persimmon tree does not bloom, dead souls cannot see the light. Those who are alive and receive the precepts wake up at this moment. Word of life, life. The Lord is the path and the law, the voice that shines like a sword, blooms through the chaos. Yonghwa Maitreya, Buddha of mercy, lead us to liberation.
crowns gleam brightly on his brow, bestowing a sacred sign. The spring crown on the crown of his head reveals the seal of the true Buddha. Yonghwa Maitreya, shining the light of love. The 6 crowns and the supreme crown on the crown of the head shall shine forevermore. Shining the light of love, the 6 crowns and the supreme crown on the crown of the head shall shine forevermore.
따던 마당 끝에 봄바람 살며시 내려앉고 일꾼들 밤머리에 이고 논과 밭으로 걸어가시네. 저녁 무렵 엄마 부르면 오빠의 고함에 놀라 숨어 감나무 그늘 아래 앉아 붉은 노을을 바라보네. 불타는 저녁 하늘, 내 마음에 남은 화두. 왜 하늘은 붉게 타오를까? 그것이 내 첫 화두였다네. 어머니는 쌀한 말 머리에 이고 불타오르는 서쪽 하늘 향해 가시네. 산을 넘어 또 산을 넘어 절로 걸음을 옮기시네. 얘야 떡을 먹어라. 새벽녘 들려오는 음성. 부처님이 주신 떡이니 지금 먹고 자야 한단다. 불타는 저녁 하늘, 내 마음에 남은 화두. 왜 하늘은 붉게 타오를까? 그것이 내 첫 화두였다네. 떡 한 조각에
in the west, at the end of the yard where mulberry leaves were picked. The spring wind gently descends, the workers carry rice on their heads and walk to the fields and paddies. When I call mother in the evening, I am startled by my brothers shout and hide and sit under the shade of the persimmon tree and look at the red sunset. The burning evening sky, the cool wind that remains in my mind. Why does the sky burn red? That was my first Mother carries a sack of rice on her head and walks toward the burning western sky, over mountains and walks in a circle. Child, eat some rice cakes. A voice heard at dawn, the rice cakes are given by the Buddha, so you should eat and sleep now. The burning evening sky, the cool wind that remains in my mind. Why does the sky burn red? That was my first koan. A prayer contained in a piece of rice cake, my mother's vow flows, and her sincerity reaches me. Buddha was deep in my heart, the sky burning red in the persimmon tree. In my 5-year-old heart, the first koan. Why is the sky dyed red? It was the koan given by Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha. Yonghwa Maitreya Buddha, the living Buddha who came to the Saha world. Seeing the birth of Taemyong Hyeu monk, I knew that my steps walking along the path of my mother. Deeply grateful and praiseful for your grace.
어머니를 잃은 아이, 어머니 떠나신 그날부터 나는 날마다 저를 찾아갔네. 좀 가는 길인데도 꿈속 절은 내 고향 같았네. 결혼의 무릎 앞에서 친구들 하나 둘 가정을 꾸미고 나는 다시 물었지, 이 길이 맞는 길인가? 나는 어디로 가야 하나? 하늘의 음성 그때 내 가슴에서 울렸네. 천지를 가르는 남성의 음성. 그렇지 않다, 출가하라, 중생을 구제하라. 맹세 시작. 천벌을 받을 듯한 두려움에 나는 조계사로 달려가 석가모니 불 앞에 맞아 마치 어제 다녀간 곳처럼 익숙했고 밤하늘 별빛 아래 계곡에 앉아 절에서 새어나오는 빛을 바라보았네. 2년의 스님 한 스님이 햇살 아래 미끄러지듯 걸어오고 그분이 내게 다가와 말했지. 애기 보살 몸이 차네. 내 방에서 따뜻히 쉬게나. 놀란 선방 놀란 중생 선방의 수좌들 놀라 말하길 스님 방에 여인이 있다니. 그러자 스님은 말씀하셨네. 이 애기 보살은 출가할 사람이다. 깨어난 고승에 찬탄한 고승이 눈을 감고 앉아 있더니 깨어나며 말했네. 이 애기 보살 전 세계 통틀어 가장 도가 깊은 부처님의 제자라. 용수철 같은 결심 마루에 앉아 스님을 기다릴 때 내 몸은 용수철처럼 튀어올라. 해인사 어느 암자든 가서 삭발해주세요 소리치고 싶었네. 담장리 스님의 눈길 안양으로 가 출가하겠습니다 말했을 때 스님은 말했지. 거긴 무당이야 가지 말게. 그래도 나는 길을 떠났고 스님은 기와 담장 위에서 끝까지 나를 지켜보셨네. 부처님의 눈빛 집으로 돌아오자 석가모니 부처님 나타나시어 스님들과 함께 걷다 나를 돌아보시네. 그 눈빛에 빨려 들어가. 늦었다 빨리 출가해라. 푸른풀절 앞마당에서 뛰놀았지. 언니가 준 파란 반바지 입고 해가 지도록 마음껏 웃으며 놀았네. 어머니 부르시면 공부하던 그 밤 호롱불 아래 따스한 빛 속에 가슴 깊이 살아 숨쉬는 숨결. 어머니여 그 사랑 잊지 않으리. 영혼은 죽지 않아 길을 비추네. 가슴에 둥근 것이 움직이는 걸 느껴보렴. 어머니 말씀 내 마음에 새겨졌네. 누룽지 한 그릇 마지막 미소와 함께 점점 힘이 해져가는 그 모습. 호롱불 아래 따스한 빛 속에 가슴 깊이 살아 숨쉬는 숨결. 어머니여 그 사랑 잊지 않으리. 영혼은 죽지 않아 길을 비추네. 돌아온 어머니 차가운 손길에 동생은 다가가려다 밀려났고 눈물로 가득한 밤의 고요 속에 두려움 가득한 그 기억 남았네. 호롱불 아래 따스한 빛 속에 가슴 깊이 살아 숨쉬는 숨결. 어머니여 그 사랑 잊지 않으리. 죽지 않아 길을 비추네. 나는 묻네 나는 누구인가. 생명은 어디서 와서 어디로 가는가. 봄날 밭둑 걷다 새싹 돋는 걸 보며 사명과 길 찾아 떠나는 날. 호롱불 아래 따스한 빛 속에 가슴 깊이 살아 숨쉬는 숨결. 어머니여 그 사랑 잊지 않으리. 영혼은 죽지 않아 길을 비추네. 꿈속 철집 새 길이 만나는 곳. 나는 스님 돼 부처님 만나리. 어머니 손짓 따라 걸어가니 생불용화 미륵부처님 계시네. 호롱불 아래 따스한 빛 속에 가슴 깊이 살아 숨쉬는 숨결. 어머니여 그 사랑 잊지 않으리. 영혼은 죽지 않아 길을 비추네. 어머니를 잃은 아이. 어머니 떠나신 그날부터 나는 날마다 절을 찾아갔네. 좀 가는 길인데도 꿈속 절은 내 고향 같았네. 결혼의 무릎 앞에서 친구들 하나 둘 가정을 꾸미고 나는 다시 물었지. 이 길이 맞는 길인가. 나는 어디로 가야 하나. 하늘의 음성 그때 내 가슴에서 울렸네. 천지를 가르는 남성의 음성. 그렇지 않다 출가하라. 중생을 구제하라. 맹세 시작. 천벌을 받을 듯한 두려움에 나는 조계사로 달려가 석가모니 불 앞에 무릎 꿇고 진리를 전하리란 맹세했네. 범어사 통도사 해인사를 찾아 마치 어제 다녀간 곳처럼 익숙했고 밤하늘 별빛 아래 계곡에 앉아 절에서 새어나오는 빛을 바라보았네. 2년의 스님 한 스님이 햇살 아래 미끄러지듯 걸어오고 그분이 내게 다가와 말했지. 애기 보살 몸이 차네. 내 방에서 따뜻히 쉬게나. 놀란 선방 놀란 중생 선방의 수좌들 놀라 말하길. 스님 방에 여인이 있다니. 그러자 스님은 말씀하셨네. 이 애기 보살은 출가할 사람이다. 깨어난 고승에 찬탄한 고승이 눈을 감고 앉아 있더니 깨어나며 말했네. 이 애기 보살 전 세계 통틀어 가장 도가 깊은 부처님의 제자라. 용수철 같은 결심 마루에 앉아 스님을 기다릴 때 내 몸은 용수철처럼 튀어올라. 해인사 어느 암자든 가서 삭발해주세요 소리치고 싶었네. 담장 위 스님의 눈길 안양으로 가 출가하겠습니다 말했을 때 스님은 말했지. 거긴 무당이야 가지 말게. 그래도 나는 길을 떠났고 스님은 키와 담장 위에서 끝까지 나를 지켜보셨네. 부처님의 눈빛 집으로
The child who lost her mother from the day my mother left this world. I visited temples every single day, though the path was new to me. In my dreams the temple felt like home. Questioning before marriage, friends one by one began their families, and I asked myself again, is this the right path? Where must I truly go? The voice from heaven, then a voice rang deep inside my heart. A manly voice splitting heaven and earth. No, not that way. Leave home, save all sentient beings. The oath begins with fear, as if punished by heaven. I ran to Jogisa temple, kneeling before Shakyamuni Buddha, swearing to spread the truth. The journey to Hyensa, visiting Byakumyosa, Tondosa, and Hyensa, they felt as familiar as if I'd just been there yesterday. Under the starry night by the valley, I watched the temple's light spilling out. The monk of fate, a monk lighted under the sunshine, approached me and said, little Bodhisattva, you're cold, come rest warmly in my room. The surprised meditation hall, the seated monks in the meditation hall exclaimed, a woman in the monk's quarters. The monk replied, this little Bodhisattva is one to be ordained. Praise from the awakened master, a great master sat with closed eyes, then awakened and declared, this little Bodhisattva among all in the world is the deepest disciple of the Buddha. The spring of resolve, sitting on the wooden floor, waiting for the monk. My body bounced like a spring. I'll go to any hermitage in Hyensa, returning home, Shakyamuni Buddha appeared, walking with the monks. Turning to look at me, I was drawn into that gaze. Too late, quickly leave home. The seven treasures light, sitting in meditation, the room filled with seven jeweled light. I didn't yet know that light was the radiance of Maitreya Buddha.
사바세계 거룩히 오시어 생불용화 미륵부처님 전한통으로 굽어살피사 태명해유 단생 지켜보셨네. 어머니 품에 저 물릴 때도 자비로운 눈길 머무시고 마당에서 뛰노는 어린 아이 부처님 손길 안에 있도다.
작은 가방 메고 학교 갈 때도 하얀 카라에 검은 치마 입고 조득 중고 맑은 눈동자 항상 부처님 지켜보셨네. 언제나 지키시고 보하시며 인자한 마음으로 이끄셨네. 어두운 밤길에 우소 향해 발밑에 빛을 비추시고 거부할 수 없는 음성 줄 가라 중생을 구제하라. 친구들 다 결혼할 때 길을 묻던 그 순간에 천둥 번개 하늘 울리듯 거룩한 물음 들려왔네. 어머니 떠나신 슬픔 속에도 날마다 절길 걸으며 빛은 걸음마다 따르시어 넘어지지 않게 감싸셨네. 마침내 출가길에 오르니 미륵불법인 도할 체자 거룩한 스승 용화미륵 늘 곁에서 길을 인도하시네. 어두운 밤길에 우소 향해 발밑에 빛을 비추시고 거부할 수 없는 금음성 줄 가라 중생을 구제하라. 위대한 용화미륵 대불께 온 마음 다해 귀해하며 법을 펴실 제자와 함께 즐기기를 끝없이 건네.
목숨을 건증한 용화미륵 대불경 노래 세속을 떠나 출가 수행 중에 몸이 아픈 이 스님들이 나가라 하네. 그 되시니 영광의 용화미륵 떼부리시라. 부처님 몸에서 찬란한 빛이 쏟아져 하늘을 가르며 사방으로 빛나네. 내 두 눈으로 그 진실을 보았고 세상 앞에 서서 증언하였네. 목숨을 걸고 크게 외치리. 거짓과 위험에도 물러서지 않으리. 스님들이 수백 통의 전화와 협박 속에도 내 뜻은 다 하나. 미륵님 오신 것을 세상에 알리는 것. 트럼프를 향한 총알은 빗나갔고 나는 미륵님의 천안의 빛을 보았네. 말씀하실 때 빛이 쏟아져 위험도 그의 은혜로 피하였네. 목숨을 걸고 크게 외치리. 미륵님이 세상에 오셨도다. 사바세계에 참된 메시아 용화미륵 베푸리시라. 나는 이를 증언하리. 나의 생명 나의 기도 모두 미륵님께 바치오니 온몸과 마음 다하여 전하리라. 그 빛과 깨우침
광명의 빛 창조의 숨결 화초는 어디서 왔을까. 풀잎도 어찌 피었을까. 태양의 광명 그 찬란한 빛 세상의 모든 생명 그 빛으로 피었네. 저 광명의 빛 창조의 숨결 평화리도 아이도 그 빛에서 태어났네. 모든 것이 광명에서 모든 것이 창조되어 거룩한 이 세상에 드러나네. 그 빛 없으면 창조도 없고 그 빛 모르고 사는 삶은 사람이라 할 수도 없나니. 들어라 이 법의 소중한 말씀. 들어 광명의 빛 생명의 근원. 한 시간만 어두워도 숨이 막히네. 공기의 바다 빛의 바다 우리 삶은 그 품 안에 안겨있네. 태양광 전기도 그 빛에서 모아 쓰는 생명의 불. 저수지의 물도 바다의 숨결도 광명 없으면 곧 썩어버리네. 저 거룩한 빛 사라지면 사람도 숨 못 쉬고 바로 무너지네. 그 얼마나 사바세계에서 선하신 공사상 약사열의 미륵의 메시아 사바 중생 깨우치시는 거룩한
Sutra song of great Maitreya Buddha, the light of radiance, the breath of creation. Where did the flowers come from? How did the grasses come to bloom? From the radiant sun, the shining light, all life in this world unfolds through that light. All light of radiance, breath of creation, from that light came chicks and children alike. All things arise from the radiance, all things are born through creation, revealed in this holy and wondrous world. Without that light there is no creation, a life without knowing the light. Can it be called a human life? Hear now the precious truth of this law. Oh, light of radiance, source of all life, even one hour in darkness and we can't breathe. An ocean of air, a sea of light. Our lives are cradled in its warm embrace. Even solar power comes from that light, stored as fire of life we use each day. Reservoirs and oceans, their waters breathe. Without the light they rot and fade away. True sacred light, should it vanish, humans too would fall unable to breathe. How precious, how immeasurable is the grace of this radiant light. This song is the Dharma of the living Buddha, taught in the realm of Maitreya, the Messiah, the medicine Buddha, the world-honored one, a holy song to awaken the beings of Saha. When one departs from this world, their body returns to the earth in flame. Though diseased and weak it may be, within it dwelled a silent breath of life. Cremation, the final encounter, where all is cleansed and ends in peace. Earth, water, fire, and wind disperse, the body shall not return again. But oh, you who follow the truth, the soul that received the vow of truth, without delay it journeys forth to the pure land or the path of rebirth. Those with no place to go become ghosts, wandering this world. But those who follow the vow of light light shall enter the realm of Yonghwa bright. Go to those mighty temples, they stand in shadow and gloom. Crowds of spirits fill their halls, for truth has left those rooms. When the true master departs, the temple falls to silence and cold. The monk is but a gatekeeper, the Buddha alone must be the soul. But oh, you who follow the truth, the soul that received the vow of truth, without delay it journeys forth to the pure land or the path of rebirth. Those with no place to go become ghosts, wandering this Saha world. But those who follow the vow of light shall enter the realm of Yonghwa bright. This is the temple of light, the most radiant shrine on this earth. Each Sunday you gather here, feel its sacred warmth and worth. Even those who come today, for the first time open your hearts. These are not empty words I speak, but the Buddha's truth from the start.
O soul who received the sacred vow, you shall not linger or stray. You'll rest in the arms of the truthful one, where Yonghwa's light will guide your way.
Teaching on life, death, and the path of truth. Oh, birds that soar the boundless sky, you lay your eggs and nurture with love. When fledglings grow strong to fly, from lofty branches you gently shove. This is the path of truth, life's flow, bringing forth successors to carry on, not just bodies that come and go, but truth beyond forms ever strong. To burn the dead is not the way. The elements return to earth and sea. If burned, the natural flow will sway. This breaks the sacred Dharma's decree. This is the path of truth, life's flow, bringing forth successors to carry on, not just bodies that come and go, but truth beyond forms ever strong. The spirit leaves with no home left, toward me Maitreya's world, so bright, divine. This is the path of truth, life's flow, bringing forth successors to carry on, not just bodies that come and go, but truth beyond forms ever strong. Monks are caretakers of the gate, but Buddha is the temple's true Lord. Come every Sunday, do not wait. Feel the grace in this hallowed ward. This is the path of truth, life's flow, bringing forth successors to carry on, not just bodies that come and go, but truth beyond forms ever strong.
While leaving the world and walking the path, though I was ill, monks told me to go, but I shall never turn back. I follow the call of Maitreya, the path of truth. I cry aloud, staking my very life. The living Buddha has come to this land with radiant body and eyes that pierce all. He brightens the world's darkest night. He is the glorious Yonghwa Maitreya. From the Buddha's form, brilliant light poured forth, piercing the heavens, shining in all directions. With my own two eyes I beheld the truth, and before the world I bore witness. I cry aloud, staking my very life, even amid lies and threats, I shall not yield. Though monks sent hundreds of calls and warnings, my heart held one resolve, to proclaim the coming of Maitreya to the world. A bullet flew toward Ram's heart, but missed by the light of the Buddha's eye. When he spoke, radiant light poured down, and danger fled by his boundless grace. I cry aloud, staking my very life. Maitreya has come to this very world, the true Messiah of the Sahara realm, the Yonghwa Maitreya, Buddha divine. I stand as witness. Truth
lost his mother since the day my mother left. I have visited the temple every day. Even though it was my first time going there, the temple in my dream seemed like my hometown. In front of the question of marriage, one by one my friends started families. I asked again, is this the right path? Where should I go? The voice of heaven, it rang in my heart. The voice of a man who divides the heavens and the earth. No, become a monk, save all living beings. The beginning of the vow, in fear of being punished by heaven, I ran to Jogisa temple, kneeling before the Sakyamuni Buddha. I swore to spread the truth. On the way to Hainsa temple, I visited Bihomeosa temple, Tongdosa temple, and Ahimsa temple. It was familiar, as if I had visited them yesterday. I sat in the valley under the stars in the night sky. I looked at the light coming from the temple. The monk of destiny, a monk walked by. Gliding in the sunlight, he approached me and said, "Baby Bodhisattva, you are cold. Rest warmly in my room." Surprised Sunbang, surprised living beings. The Sunbang leaders were surprised and said, "There's a woman in the monk's room." Then the monk said, "This baby Bodhisattva's the one who will become a monk." Praise from the awakened monk. A high monk was sitting with his eyes closed, and as he woke up he said, "This baby Bodhisattva, the most profound disciple of the Buddha in the whole world." Determination like a spring. When I sat on the floor waiting for the monk, my body bounced like a spring. And go to any hermitage in Hainsa temple and shave your head. I wanted to shout, the monk's gaze on the wall. I will go to Enning and become a monk. When I said that, the monk said, "There's a shaman there, don't go." Still I set off, and the monk watched me from the tiled wall until the end. The Buddha's gaze. When I returned home, Sakyamuni Buddha appeared walking with the monks. He turned around and looked at me, sucked into his gaze. "It's too late, hurry and become a monk." Guidance of the 7 jewels. When I sat in my room meditating, the 7 jewels filled the room. I didn't know then that light was the light of Maitreya Buddha. On the path of becoming a monk, I became a monk on that path, following the guidance of Sakyamuni Buddha. All relationships have been decided. This body will now become the light of sentient beings. O Maitreya, holy light, you have called me, going round and round for eternity. I respond to that call with tears and become a child of the Dharma realm and set out on the road. No rose will bloom from hibiscus seed. No man is born of beastly breed. False rebirth leads the soul astray, but truth walks firmly on the way. You call the Buddha beast in name. Blind are you in darkened shame. Heavenly gods brought not the light, nor could they end the burning night. Forests burned and homes fell down. The sky stayed still without a sound. But truth of Gong forever flows like sunlight that eternal glows. Only one Maitreya bright, you came to earth with sacred light, the light no other one could give. Only through you we wake and live. From Gong all things take birth and form. By its power stars are born. The one who walks alone and true shall see the light and pass right through. No sword he holds but radiant beam, no force he walks but mercy stream. He breaks the dark with glowing flame and brings true life in Dharma's name. The sword of heart, long and wide, a truth no soul can ever hide. The one who bears that light so pure, Maitreya's love shall long endure. Only one Maitreya bright, you came to earth with sacred light, the light no other one could give. Only through you we wake and live. The soul won't bloom without the sun, no light, no truth for anyone. The cry of death is lost in air. Awake today through love and care. Drums may sound and names be said, but without light the heart is dead. The light flows only from the one. Follow him.